Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Frank Iñiguez. I am the ambassador of reading, and I am super excited. Woo-hoo! Why am I so excited? Is because this month, February of 2020, I am working with a group of parents at a school here in the LA area, and I was talking to them, and I was presenting to them some of the information that I've been accumulating throughout the years through books and seminars that I've attended. And I was noticing every time I would say something, I would either see a question mark on their face or like a surprise at their face. And one thing that I got to that got me really excited today is vocabulary, because when we got to vocabulary, I could see some of them, and it was mostly, 99.9 was ladies, mothers, that are there to listen to what I had to say. And I could see when I got to vocabulary, they were like, oh. And I started, you know what? Maybe I should go and record a video on vocabulary and the power of vocabulary, because my job or my objective working with these parents is to let them be aware of how they can be better for themselves and then turn around and be better for their children. So when I started talking about vocabulary, I also talked to them about my book. It's not in English. It's going to be in English this year. We're working on it already. I promised on another video that I would translate it. It will be translated. And in my book, I talk about different things. Anyway, but let me go back to vocabulary. And I told them, look, if you use a limiting vocabulary, if you use a vocabulary that doesn't help you, you're going to translate it and you're going to send it to your kids. And that's the vocabulary they're going to be picking up. If you say, I can't, guess what they're going to learn to say? I can't. It's not possible. They're going to go, oh, yeah, well, they're going to learn to say it's not possible. So I asked them, and before I know I usually go with the youth, but let me go to you. What kind of vocabulary do you have? Do you have the vocabulary of success, or do you have a vocabulary of failure? You have a vocabulary that's going to move you forward, or a vocabulary that's going to keep you stuck? What kind of vocabulary do you have? And you inherited from your parents, from your grandma, from your grandpa, from your mom, dad. I don't know if you live with your mom or dad or both, but they gave you that vocabulary. It's either limiting or it's vocabulary of growth. And so let's start with you. What kind of vocabulary did you have? What do you think about rich people? Rich people are awful, or rich people are miserable? Or rich people have freedom and rich people are giving? What kind of vocabulary? Because deep inside your brain, you're going to have that limiting vocabulary. If you grow up listening that rich people must be miserable because they have so much money and they have no friends, guess what? You're not going to want to be rich. Why? Because you're going to be miserable. Or what about rich people are mean? You don't want to be mean. So guess what? Inside, back in the back of the brain, you're like, no, I don't want to be mean. Therefore, I'm not going to be rich. But if you have a vocabulary that says, people that are rich are able to contribute, people that are rich are able to travel and see other people and maybe give a helping hand, then it's going to go in there. You're going to go, oh, wow, I do want to be rich. Why? Because I'm going to give a giving hand. I'm going to be able to travel. I'm going to be able to meet people. But if you have a limiting belief about wealth, then there it is. In my book, ¿Qué buscas? What are you looking for? In previous videos, I talked about how I hated reading. I didn't like reading. I was not the ambassador of reading for sure. And in my mind, I never thought I would be the ambassador of reading, but it changed because I changed my vocabulary. I started telling people I love reading. And maybe you're going to go out there and you're going to say, I love reading. I know exactly what's going to happen. I know it's a fact. If you don't like reading and you start telling your brain, I love reading, guess what? There's going to be a battle. No, you don't. Because people think they don't talk to themselves, but we all talk to ourselves. So inside there's going to be a battle. No, I don't love reading. No, you don't love reading. Shut up. It's not true. And then you're going to go, but I love reading. I got to put the vocabulary in there. And if you're insistent, if you're persistent, if you continue feeding the vocabulary that I love reading, guess what? Eventually you fall in love with reading. I went from not liking reading, from hating reading, from like, I'm never going to be a reader, to loving reading. And then when you see the benefits of reading, it's like, wow, I love reading. I became the ambassador of reading. Now I promote reading around the world and I love it. What changed my vocabulary? And then I used to think that I was ugly. Can you believe that? I said that in one of my other videos. Check it out. I love me. But what was my vocabulary? What was I saying about me? Now forget about me. What are you saying about you? Do you love you? Do you love your life? You think there are possibilities out there that can make your life different? I know there are. And it starts with vocabulary. Let's interact with one another. I want you to take some time and I want you to think, what kind of vocabulary do I have? I know there are many immigrants that come from around the world and they come here illegally and they say, oh, I'm never going to be able to buy a house. The brain is just very lazy and indifferent. It's okay, we're not going to be able to buy a house. And the majority of the people will say, I'm not going to be able to buy a house. And there's a little group that says, how can I buy a house? And you know what? They find a way. They find a way to buy the house. They find a way to have the car and take the trips and enjoy a beautiful life. Same situation, different vocabulary. So how is your vocabulary? And then your vocabulary, you adopted it from whoever raised you. Don't be mad at me. Be grateful. They brought you here. Might as well enjoy it and be grateful to them. Now, if you have children, if you have nephews and nieces or children of your own, what kind of vocabulary do you want to pass over to them? Oh, don't run. You're going to fall. You're going to hurt yourself. Or you know what? Have some fun. Just be careful. What kind of vocabulary? Or you know what? Let's go buy ice cream. We have money to go buy ice cream. I think money is good. If we have money, we can buy ice cream and we can go buy toys and we can go have some fun. And you know what? We can even contribute. Contribute to your church or contribute to people that are in a different position that you are. And what kind of vocabulary are you going to transfer over to your children? Vocabulary is so powerful. I'm so proud. I'm so happy that I was able to work with his parents, mostly moms, and I was able to pass on the awareness of vocabulary, because you have to be in awareness to know where your vocabulary is. If you have a vocabulary that's limiting you, you may want to change it. I say change it. If you change your vocabulary, there will be a different result in your life. You're going to see different things in your life. If you don't change the vocabulary, like it's impossible, I can't, it's only for the limited few, there are no more opportunities. That's a limited vocabulary. But if you go the other way and you go, you know what, there's got to be a way. I saw this guy, Frank Quiniguez, he dropped out of high school and he didn't know what to do. And he went back and he changed his vocabulary, graduated from the university, was able to retire at a very early age. He's loving it. What changed? Vocabulary. You can do the same for you. I'm so excited. And I want to say thank you to all of you that are watching. This is a very peculiar channel. I think this is a channel for people that are looking for ways to make it happen. We already have 50,000 subscribers and it's just a little bit over a year. When we hit the 100,000 subscribers, we're going to have to do some sort of tour. We're gonna have to meet all of you. I hope I meet many of you in person and I get to say thank you to you, because it was thanks to people like you that our channel grew by sharing. And you know what? Maybe your brothers and sisters, your cousins have limiting beliefs, limiting vocabulary. How were they raised? And you know what? This is a great opportunity. Send them the video. Hey, guess what? I know where we're stuck. Check it out. Check out this guy, the ambassador of reading, Frank Quiniguez. And then maybe they're going to share it with their loved ones. And maybe this video is going to go huge thanks to people like you. I want to thank you. We're past 50,000 and growing. We want to hit 100,000. When we hit 100,000, I hear we get a plaque from YouTube, and we want to celebrate that. And we want to celebrate it with you. You are the reason why this is growing, because you find the information valuable and you share it. I want to say thank you very much. We're going to leave it at that. So remember, it goes from you to your children, to the community, to the world. Be in awareness of your vocabulary and start putting some powerful words that are going to guide you and take you to where you want to go, not deviate it and get stuck and feel depressed and sad and life is whatever. No, be careful with your vocabulary. Okay, that's it. We're going to leave it at that. Oh, send me some comments. If you like this one, I want to develop it more with examples, with words, limiting belief to words of empowerment. How do we change it? If I get a lot of comments on this one, then we're going to sit as a team. We're going to do it a little bit more formal, go step by step as how we can change our limiting vocabulary to a vocabulary that's going to take us to where we want to go. Very well. Till next time, your friend, the ambassador of reading, Frank Iñiguez, wishing you well today and always, knowing that you will find and get what you are looking for. Congratulations and thank you for watching until the end. If you like the information, there are more videos that you can watch. Also, if you're not part of this community yet where you're subscribed, you can subscribe down here. Also, make your comments. I love reading comments, and share because that's what makes the channel grow. Thank you and welcome to the channel.